Maester Thijs.
Yes, Maester you. What's up?
Are you ready for the next one?
What's next?
The Iron Victory Crew.
What's dead may never die.
Yes, Maester Thijs.
Yeah, welcome to another episode of the Maester Archive.
Yes.
Today we'll review the unit...
the Iron Victory Crew, right?
Victory Crew, yeah.
A Greyjoy unit.
A Greyjoy unit. What people don't know is that my first army I played, because I started in COVID online on TTS playing, was actually Greyjoy. So Greyjoy has always been my first love for Song of Ice and Fire. Also my favorite characters from the films and the books. I love Jeroen Greyjoy, the badass, Victorian Greyjoy, Theon Greyjoy even. I like their lore and their... I've always been on the water, and myself I've always been sailing, so this has always been a part of my personal life as well. So I really love this unit. And I've got a surprise for you.
Awesome.
It's my most favorite unit to paint from the entire range so far.
Okay.
That I've painted.
And why is that so nice? When you painted this unit, what I actually did for the Crown and Scouts, this was truly your masterwork. Tell me, what was fun?
I had so much fun. I mean, they have so much detail and they have so much variety. I mean, normally you have different poses for in the unit, and maybe a little different cloak or little bits is different. But these are completely different. So one of them doesn't have a cloak, one pose. Another pose has a sword. One has a sword and an axe. Another has just an axe. It's so different and dynamic, and they're swinging, and it's almost like they're boarding the beaches of it's so cool, and to see them. I almost felt like I painted 5 different units. Okay. They were so different, but they all tie back in together when you put them all together. Yeah,
it makes them unique in comparison to other Greyjoy units.
And if you also look closely, their helmets are really intricate, just like Victarion. But they are all different as well. So some have these gills, some don't. Some have ears, some don't. They are all different as well. A little bit on detail, which you can only see when you're painting them, because when you look at the box art, it's not that clear that they're so different and that they're so unique to each other. Gotcha. And the squid banner is really cool. It's really classic, and it's like a boarding banner, because it's like a tiny banner you take on when you jump off of your boat. It's not like a big bouldering banner that you cross the battlefield with. It's really a boarding banner to mark a unit. So that's also really cool.
Really good to hear. And what do you thought about the box art and everything? Because
I like Starks. I'm a Krennic man at heart as well. So seeing the lizard lion being stabbed to death for Moat Caitlin, or how is it called?
Yeah, it was Moat Caitlin.
So that's really cool. I mean, it's almost like a story in itself. And I also try to replicate the feel of the box art in the minis as well. So we're having the beach and the algae and also the bluish armor. Was really fun to paint, which I will do a paint tutorial on later on.
Okay,
I
nice.
kept one model to showcase how to paint the blue armor.
Okay, nice.
But the box art itself is really cool, and I think Greyjoy always have a bit of a unique box art, since they had Iron Makers with the boat. It's like, there's a boat on the artwork, is that possible? Yeah, now they have a lizard lion, they always have funky stuff. So for Greyjoy it's not out there, but for other factions it's out there, right? So it's really cool to see.
Yeah, it's really feeling into that raider kind of style, Viking. It really fits their mark, so to say.
And bloody as well.
Yeah.
It's very bloody.
Absolutely.
It's not a fairy tale Crown and Scouts anymore.
No. Well, it's different, but if I look to the artwork, as you said, like truly enjoy it. I've got always there. own different artwork, so to say, which really sets them out if you see the boxes on the shelves in comparison to other ones.
Yeah, you can also pick That's Greyjoy. It's like very easy.
Yeah, it becomes better. I think other factions also are getting really cool ones like the Crown and Scout, Winterfell Guard, that kind of stuff. And yeah, the miniatures you said, like, it's really amazing. You know, I've only saw them briefly, and I saw a few things, but hearing from you all the time, like, hey, you know, I found another cool thing on here and it makes them really unique, was really for me as well, like, right away, like, okay, this unit is really cool on aesthetics and for the people out there that really want to do painting.
Yeah, it's really cool. There's also, there's like small bits that refer almost to like a gladiator Roman style feature, like the helmets that have like this Spartan looking physique. But they also have, one of them has these belts as a sort of cloak in front of them. This is like a gladiator.
Yeah.
And they have these pauldrons that are also gladiator-like. It's really fitting the whole. Yeah. Yeah, it's like almost historical theme as well. So that's really cool.
Yeah, it's also a little bit in the books. If you read the books and everything, the Iron Victory crew was always the one that popped out together with Victarion. So I think it's really cool when you start seeing them on the battlefield. Yeah. They will be completely different in comparison to your already Greyjoy units on there. So awesome. Should we go on to the unit card, Thijs?
Yeah, let's go to the tactic cards.
All right, let's do that.
Cards. So guys, this is one hell of a unit. For just 6 points you get the following. You have movement 5, boarding access was on a 3+, which is already pretty good. 754. They also have sundering on the boarding access. And if this unit has 2 pillage tokens when performing an attack, before rolling attack dice, the defender becomes panicked. This really goes well with, for example, the House Harler Reapers or other panicking units in Greyjoy. They're really cool to fit in with others as well. They have a 4+ save, which is quite good, and a 6+ morale. So they're very solid all around. And then the 2 other abilities you've all been waiting for, of course, is the Captain's Man. If Victarion Greyjoy is attached to this unit, it deploys with 1 pillage token. So this already gives them a head start, and especially for the early games for Greyjoy, this is a massive thing. Especially because this is an ability, and because Newt the Barber also counts for Victarion for abilities. And as this is an ability, this also counts if you have Newt in the Armylist as well. They also have Domineering Pride. That's something we've probably only seen on the Lannister City Port Watch. But it's really cool, because when engaged with an enemy with few remaining ranks, this unit automatically passes all panic tests. So this is also nice to see if you can lure a unit in, have some Ironborn Bowmen maybe, to shoot down a couple ranks to really prepare your charge, but you're already set for charge because you have the pillage already in hand. So it's a really cool card, it's a really cool unit. I think we can do a lot of things with this in the future, and it will probably become a must-have for Greyjoy armies, and it's a win-win. It's fun to hobby and it's fun to play, so let's go to ways to play. So guys, one way to play is actually combining several ways to get pillage tokens, and to be honest, there aren't a lot of special ways to play this unit, so I'm going to show you one example. First up, start of any turn, divide the spoils. We'll target the Iron Victory crew to claim a pillage token from them to the Black Die Chosen. Eric is going to claim the bags or whatever spot, because it doesn't matter for Black Die Chosen. And either way, let's say he claims the bags, then he also generates a token, but they also get the first claim from the Black Die Chosen, so the Black Die Chosen go to 2 pillage, and Eric actually gains a pillage as well. So in this scenario, you get your Black Die Chosen pretty fast up to the first claim, which also gives them 2 pillage tokens already in the first round, and all friendly units in short range gain +1 to the morale test rolls and suffers -1 wound from fading panic test. Well, this is an example that you can actually shuffle a lot with these pillage tokens, and it really helps you in the beginning, because a lot of effects which you also have for the Iron Bowman help you with shuffling your pillage tokens around the field, but if you start the game you don't start with pillage tokens. So this brings a whole new perspective to your strategy. So you can start with pillage, you can start distributing and moving your pillars around with different abilities, which you normally only could do after the first or second or third round. So this is really new to the Greyjoy and really helps them speed up their game in the early stages of the battle. And I really hope this also brings it to a new kind of tactics as well. So let's go to the Armylist. So guys, I tried to come up with something competitive. I'm not always the most competitive player, but I really tried this time and I really think I really did it. Well, it's not really hard because your basic competitive list will always consist of Victarion Greyjoy as your commander, any unit of Iron Victory Crew, and another unit of Iron Victory Crew with Newt the Barber. That will be your core of your competitive play. Starting out with all the cards from Victarion that also count for Newt. So you have a lot of commander card synergy. Victarion is an aggressive commander, so that also really helps out. And you have two very solid units that are cheap, 6 points each. With Newt, it's just 7 points. And then what I mentioned in the ways to play, I want to be able to divide the spoils a little bit more. So I have the Archer unit in there as well, with Baylor Blacktide to give them a little buff. And then focusing especially, we already have 2 units with Sundering, so that's going to be fine, but I want to have a 3rd unit with the Great Axe of the Silence Man to have more Sundering in there as well. The Relentless. And to finish it off, I have House Harlow Reapers because they're vicious and because I can ditch out panic tokens with 2 units. This really helps a lot with getting through units and grinding them down. For my NCUs, I've chosen for Balon Greyjoy for the revive and Wendermere for the token play and the healing as well. So we have a lot of healing, we have a lot of Sundering, some panic play with Vicious, and I hope in this way you can actually combine everything. And the card play is going to be amazing because you have 2 units to play your commander cards on, so that's going to be great.
So, alright, so for this one I made the narrative list. So we're going to dive a little bit on the actually battle that happened at Moat Caitlin. So again, for this one we will need the basic with 2 units of Ironborn Victory Crew in there, with Victarion Greyjoy and Newt the Barber. It's a little bit like with the competitive list, everything works around them and it works really well. I'm not going too much into detail over that one. However, since that siege happened at 2 or 3 different places, we made it a little bit more thematic because at one point the Stony Shores got attacked. So we have in this list 2 Stony Shore pillagers. One with them has the Theon Greyjoy, the other one has the Seabrave attachment in there. Really to get that vibe on there. I think Theon is also nice because, well, can have some nice mechanics there, a little bit of shenanigans with the Stony Shore pillagers. And then as a final unit for the other side, we still have got the Ironborn Reavers. Of course, this deal was made with Walder Frey, so that's why Walder Frey is also in there. And Balon Greyjoy is also in there to really get, if one of your units die really fast, you can revive it back. And that's pretty much the list. It's, again, I really enjoyed it. I really want to put it on the table, so yeah, hopefully we'll see it soon. So, well, Thijs, that was all you need to know about the Iron Victory Crew. Yeah, now we only need to do one more thing, right?
Yeah. Which link? Which link? So we have a special link.
Yeah.
So we have a different link set, and it's really hard. I'm not gonna say it's gold, standard gold. It's like such a good unit.
It's standard gold. Okay.
It's not Valyrian Steel.
Okay.
For me, because I think a character unit or a character. Yeah, or something really amazing that has more fluff to it and more storyline. I think it's still a generic unit that makes it for me not Valyrian Steel, but gold all the way.
Okay, because they all think the right.
I think story-wise it's fun because I can play it against my Starks and especially my Krennic Men.
Yeah.
So that's like story-driven gold.
Yeah.
Models gold. Tactical play and competitive play gold. It's all ticking the boxes, right?
Okay, yeah, then I don't think I can argue with that. You know, I'm, what is it? I've played Greyjoy for a long time as my 3rd army, next to Baratheon is first, second Lannisters, and third were Greyjoy. As you said, they're really aggressive. I think for narrative, they're amazing. The sculpts are amazing. However, I'm not quite sure if they are also gold on the table as a really competitive one. I think for casual play, yes, they're great. I think they fit the bill and you want to play Victarion with them to get all that kind of stuff. On the competitive side, for 6 points, there is not much there to go into. But
it's a solid unit. Yeah. It's not the over-the-top unit. It's a solid unit. It has a bit more punch than the normal 6 points.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a Valyrian steel, right? On level, but I think it's like a little bench. For me, it's the benchmark for a gold unit.
Okay, then we're gonna put them at the gold one.
Well, guys, thank you for watching again. If you have any comments, if you want to see more about this unit, please let us know in the comments. And see you next time.
See you next time.
And as always, happy hobbying.